Okay. So I know it's kind of hard to see. I just replaced this extension housing. I'm still under the truck. They recommend pulling the transmission out. Obviously the transfer case has to come out. But what you can do, I had to let air out of my front tires. I have it jacked up and jack stands on the rear as far as they can go up. I have a slanted driveway, so it kind of made it hard for me, but what you can do is let air out, jack it up all the way. Once you get this out, if your gears fall out, there's a very good diagram. I will link it in the description. But to replace this, a bunch of bolts all the way around it, you have to pull the transfer case out. I'm still working on putting it back in. You really want the trans all the way jacked up. I have a jack with a brick because I don't have a 2x4, but with a brick, pushing it up. You want the jack all the way up. You want the rear end preferably like 6 inches higher than the front end. But what you can do to get away from that is at least have it level. That's the biggest thing. I know the reason I'm making this video is I could not find shit online. But you want it about 2 to 3 inches higher, preferably, to make it easy. I have it about level just because of my stupid ass driveway. But you want it 2 to 3 inches level, like level to 2 to 3 inches above. It's really easy. I only have one bolt. Somebody's been in here and worked before, but I only have one bolt. There's 2 bolts. Take this off, swing it off to the side, disconnect all the connectors. Then it's just a bunch of 15 mils. I had to get new nuts. I broke a couple studs. That's how I found out the extension housing was cracked. But bunch of 615s all the way around. You take a trans mount out, take the trans brace, which is 2 bolts here, 2 bolts here. Keep a jack under it. It's pretty straightforward. If the gears do fall out, like I said, I'll link that diagram in the description. I highly recommend, just having a level fucking driveway or a lift. They recommend that you pull the entire trans out, put it up on the bell housing, which I've already replaced. Put it up on the bell housing, and then you do it that way so nothing falls out. But not everybody has a lift. Not everybody has a trans jack. I know I don't. I'm fucking poor. This thing takes all my goddamn money. You just boom, 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 boom. It's straightforward. But yeah. I wish I took videos prior to, but you have a bunch of clutch plates in there that's behind a snap ring. Those will stay along with the gear basket. Then you have 3 separate gear baskets with another set of clutch plates that'll all just come out. And 2 what is it? I guess like spindles that will come out with everything too. And a bunch of washers and fucking bearings. That diagram does great. You just follow it backwards and forward. It bases it off a 2000 2-wheel drive, but it's the same exact thing as the 4-wheel drive. It's a pain. Don't get me wrong. I didn't have an easy time, but you can do it, especially with this big behemoth. I'm doing it 1 person. I definitely recommend 2-person, especially with the transfer case because the thing's heavy. You could do all this, the extension housing and all that, 1 person. I have a brace that I got to put on still. Highly recommend getting a brace. Spend the extra $160+. Get the brace. It'll cause you from not having that problem. I'm sure I need new joints. I'm going to do that at a later time because I just spent $900 on doing all this shit. But highly recommend getting the brace. Ratcheting wrenches. Ones like this. Where are they? Ones like this that have the foldable edge. Great for taking out the transfer case. Electric ratchets, the gun, I guess I shouldn't say gun YouTube, but I got a DeWalt 1/4 inch drive impact. recommend one of those. Makes life a million times better. You can do it with hand tools. It's not necessarily hard. But yeah, just figured I'd come on here, explain, because I had to read a bunch of forums. I had to find diagrams. It was difficult for me because nobody else has it. They all have the transmission pulled out. But if you're going to do it in the truck, at minimum level, it makes it difficult. You know, the truck's straight, just level with your ground. I recommend 6 inches up, honestly, because it keeps all these gears, the top of it, forward, rather than the gears just kind of falling out. It's kind of hard to see, but, you know, there's a bunch of 15s all the way up there, about, I think there was like close to 15 total, somewhere up in there. I didn't really count, but definitely recommend 6 inches at the ass end, lift it up. It was hard for me because I have a cheap Harbor Freight 1.5 ton, you know, nothing special jack. But 6 inches up, put it on jack stands. A level driveway would be great. Once you get there, everything should come out. When you pull the extension housing out, the gears will more than likely try to come with it. You just kind of got to take it slow, put your hand up in there, push back on the gears. All my gears ended up falling out because I had it on ramps. As you can see there, I had it on ramps, so they just fell out. But it's not an easy task doing it in the truck. It's not hard, but I've done easier. Like I said, I'll leave that diagram in the description. Just take your time. That's my biggest thing. Take your time. Make sure it's right. You'll get it done. Other than that, thanks for watching. Bye.